The Center for Children and Youth is an endowment with a mission to provide opportunities for both students and teachers in the areas of creativity, literacy, and pro-social development.
You know, I think school for some students is not that interesting or exciting. I think that's something that a lot of people kind of agree on. And you know, if there are ways to make it something where the students love to be there, you know, arts is one of those ways. I'm not saying it's the only way, but we do think that it's a way in to kind of tap that creativity and move students in ways that they wouldn't otherwise get to go.
We run a range of different programs, from an annual conference on arts integration to a year-long fellowship program, professional development program for teachers, giving them a deep dive exposure to specific arts integration strategies.
Not like most conferences, because most conferences, people come, you go to a session, you sit there and think, okay, you know, tell me something I don't know. But this is completely different. You're immersed. Your participation is part of making art. It's always this really qualitative look at and reflection. What do all these different forms of art mean to people? Why is it so necessary to have it?
Each year, it's about 8 days of professional development training, which has been the best training I've ever gotten in all of my career. Top-notch people from national Washington, D.C., New York City, even local Fayetteville performing artists like Trike Theater have all invested time into coming to train the teachers in the fellowship, and they give us different strategies we can use, from using clay to doing some sort of mixed media to using music to using drama. We had a graphic novel specialist, an artist, come in and talk to us about making graphic novels. I made documentary films the last 2 years after hearing about how to do filmmaking, and so it gives me a lot of concrete methods that I feel comfortable then going back into my classroom and implementing, since there's enough hours of training that I actually feel like I can be semi-competent.
In the past, we've also worked directly with area school districts, partnering classroom teachers with professional teaching artists to work side by side, doing arts integration units for their students.
I feel like there's such a need for arts integration in our classroom to really be able to connect with those students who are kind of more non-traditional learners. Without CCY, I feel like it would be really hard to connect artists with those particular classrooms.
Integrating art lessons into my daily lesson plans has improved the amount of genuine learning that's happening with my students. The kids like it, and that's key when you're teaching high school students. If they don't want to do it and they're reluctant, there's less learning that's going to happen. You have to have buy-in from the kids. And they were reluctant with the nitrogen cycle comic strip because it was a difficult assignment. There were a lot of components that they had to integrate, and they had to be creative, and that's hard for a lot of students to do. Some of them clicked immediately, some of them tried harder, but all of them came out of it able to draw the nitrogen cycle on the test with no word bank, and it was amazing, the results that I got from it.
So the main thing that arts integration shows kids is that they matter, and that what they think matters, and that what they make matters. And to me, it's one of the more obvious ways that we can hand off the world to them. They can't read Shakespeare very well without my help, but they can make a brilliant poster. Here's a Romeo and Juliet adaptation that one of my students just made recently. It's the Beast and Sasquatch from the X-Men and the Alpha Flight comics. This is a kid who will not speak very much in my class. He's super shy, but he can make a poster and all of the other students can see his ideas and they can get excited about it.
Across the United States, the arts have been more and more kind of pushed to the periphery of what it means to teach the whole child. And the Center for Children and Youth is one way in which we are advocating in a concrete way for the importance and effectiveness of having the arts as part of a well-rounded school curriculum.